Welcome back, folks. This is Suave, and today we have a haul video. That's right, we're going to be taking a look at all the different books and all the different titles that I got in recently. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So these first two books are a no-brainer because this is a title that I've been collecting ever since it's gotten a reprint, and that is the Haruhi Suzumiya books, and these are the next two books that are in line, and I think the other two are already in stock, so I might have already got them pre-ordered or they might be in my cart already, something like that. But regardless, these are the next two books that I have up lined up. I haven't actually started reading this book, but once I have them all collected, I think that's when I'm just going to take my time and just plow right through them one after another. So I can't wait to finally get into these books. The next title is something that I just recently reviewed, and that is World Teacher by Tentai Books. So World Teacher was actually a very fun little isekai. It has its own unique little charm. I mean, just look at the front cover. That little wolf girl just looks so damn cute. So I knew I had to just pick it up and see what it was all about. I had a whole lot of fun with it. I'm going to put a link up here, a little box that you can click. I have a full in-depth review if you want to go check out that video. So the next title is a very hype title, and this is one that I have been craving to read ever since I got into the first volume. And that is Solo Leveling Volume 2. I've been having a whole lot of fun with the webtoon, the manhwa, so now I want to dive into the novel. And I read the first one, now I'm going to read the second one and see what the hype's all about here in this second volume. So these next two books are from an anime that I really enjoyed back then, and it is Interspecies Reviewers. So these are volumes 1 and 2, and I think these are like anthology books. These are a little separate from the manga and the anime, so they have their own little unique stories in there with the same characters. So I can't wait to dive into these stories and see what it's all about with these characters. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of images here that I won't be able to show you when I do make a review for these, but I'll try to find something. So up next we have High School DxD Volume 3. This is a very fun light novel series that I've been reading lately. I think I read volumes 1 and 2. I haven't put out a video yet. I might work on that video this weekend. But I've been having a whole lot of fun with the first two books, so I knew I had to keep supporting this title because it's a brand new, not brand new title, but it's new here in English, English translated here in the West. So I definitely want to support the English translation so they can keep on printing more of these books because I really want to continue on with the story and then eventually go into the anime and see the glory of the anime itself that people are hyping up about. Next up is King of the Labyrinth Volume 2. So Volume 1 was a book that I reviewed a while ago, and it's one of those really dumb, fast, low energy, or I should say high energy books, but low on your brain energy books where you can just read this so quickly. You're having a whole lot of fun. And I had to know what happens next because literally when I was reading through that book, I thought the end game was going to be, they were setting up an end game, but it turns out that Volume 1 had the end game right at the end. So I'm like, okay, what's next? What are they going to do now? And you know, this is one of the characters that I think was in the end where he grew up and you know, he did the thing. So now I want to see where the story picks off with him. Probably I'm guessing it's going to be mostly about him since he's on the cover. Last volume was about the Minotaur. This one is Birth of a Hero, so I'm guessing it's all about this guy, the hero. So we're going to see what that book's all about very soon. Alright, chugging along, we got Berserk of Gluttony Volume 2. This is a title that I really had a lot of fun with. It was probably, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this was my first must-read that I ever rated in the light novel book reviews that I've been doing. And I just had a whole lot of fun with the first one. I wasn't expecting to have that much fun. I was just so engaged with the action, the world building, the characters. I just had so much fun with it. So I really want to see if Volume 2 can really pick up to that Volume 1. So now we're going to move on to Reign of the Seven Spellblades Volume 2. This is another title that I still haven't dived into, but I have Volume 1, now I have Volume 2, so now I'm probably going to do this thing where I alternate between books, and I'm definitely going to start getting into this one because I know that this has a lot of hype. A lot of people really enjoyed the first one. I think some people enjoyed the second one too, so I can't wait to dive into this and see what this people are saying it's like Harry Potter with swords and all this sorcery and magic. So it's going to be really awesome to see. Maybe they have different factions. I just can't wait to really dive into this one. Hopefully it'll be very soon. Okay, so last but not least, we actually have a manga title, and that is Nejima the Omnibus. So Nejima is by the same creator, I think it was Ken Amaratu if I'm not mistaken, I probably butchered his name, the same guy who made Love Hina, and this is supposed to be Nejima, the work that comes after Love Hina, not in chronological order or anything, but Nejima is supposedly his longest running series, and then there's like Q Holder, I think, that's the sequel to Nejima, and the reason I got Nejima was because of this one thing that I read about Kentaro Miura, the guy who created Berserk. and there was something that linked them together, but I'm not going to tell you what it is because I'm going to try to make a video about it this weekend. And so I got this, and I got all in, well, Kodansha made 9 omnibus volumes, so this is volume 1. I got all 9 omnibuses, so I'm reading through them, and I think I'm on number 2 right now. And I think after 9 they had the individual tankobon, so you can get, I think, 10 or 12 more individual mangas that come after Omnibus Book 9. I'm going to go more into detail about it later, but regardless, Nejima has been a lot of fun. I read this whole first book. It's about a guy who, not really a guy, 10-year-old kid who went to some magic academy, and he wants to become a really strong mage. And so one of his assignments, or I guess his final assignment, is to come be a teacher at this all-girls high school. Not even high school, I think it's like middle school. Or maybe, no, because the girls that they had to fight against in dodgeball were in high school. So the girls that he's teaching are in middle school. So I think they're like 7th to 8th grade, something like that. And so there's been some fun little shenanigans. It's a little bit on the ecchi side too. So if you want to know more about why I'm reading this, be sure to check out that video that's coming out later this week. Yeah, I don't know why. When it comes to manga titles, I'm very picky about which ones I want to buy physically, which ones I want to buy digitally. A lot of the times I'm buying them digitally because there is a lot of manga books that come with series. And so I don't want to be like having like 5 different bookshelves just because I'm collecting all these different mangas. You can't really see it right now because I think right now I have a bunch of light novels, but there's actually a ton of manga that's above the top shelf that you can see on camera. And I think I have some mangas here on the bottom that you can't see either. So they're already taking up a lot of space. So I'm really trying to balance that out where I have some that I buy digitally and some that I exclusively only buy physically. So that's all I have for y'all today. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you think about any of the titles that I received. And if you got anything recently, let me know down in the comments what you got recently, what you've been reading. I'm curious to know what you all have in your hands right now. And if you like this video, be sure to hit that like and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. We're going to be doing more fun videos like this regarding light novels, manga, more figure reviews probably coming out very soon. So be sure to stick around, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.